What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Eric, and in today's video I'm gonna go ahead and do a little test and review of my new Dewalt 4000 psi 3.5 GPM pressure washer. So I did buy this pressure washer about a day ago, and I did set it up. I'm not going to show you guys how to set it up because the instructions are pretty simple to follow. So I have that pressure washer pretty much all set up and ready to go. I have a very dirty driveway and an even more filthier garage floor. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna try to see if I can clean the driveway with this pressure washer. So some of the specs from this pressure washer are that it has a Honda GX motor that runs the triple A water pump, I guess you can say, or pressure pump. The specs are more than enough for what I need. This is like a commercially grade pressure washer, but I always like to kind of invest in the things and think about the future. So that's why I bought this one. It was around $829 before tax at the time of recording this video. With all the accessories that I got for it, it was a little bit under $1,000. So it's not cheap, but I did want to get something that can handle, like I said, like the future, be future proof. So I have a few things in the garage right here, these two vehicles and two vehicles in front of me. So I'm gonna go ahead and move these things out of the way, and I'm gonna show you guys the garage floor right here, so that you guys can see what we're dealing with. So something that I noticed in the unboxing of this particular pressure washer was that it had some missing parts. Now, it's something that I guess is common with pressure washers and I guess products that you get, but this is supposed to have a little screen with the seal where the water inlet goes. As you guys can see, it's missing, and it does show in the owner's manual that it should have it. So I did order that so that I can put that on there. That's meant so that you don't get any like debris in the pump here and potentially ruin it. So pretty good specs on this pressure washer. Like I said, it's a commercial grade pressure washer, so it's more than enough for like your home residential type of use. So as you guys can see, the power washer for the most part is ready to go. That screen that goes right there also works as a seal, so that's why it's leaking from there. So no worries, that part is ordered so that we can fix that. But what's important is that I have everything, like I said, already pretty much ready to go. I bought this surface cleaner so that it makes everything a lot faster to clean. I'm gonna focus on the driveway, and then I'm gonna focus on the road, and then I'm gonna move the cars out and focus inside of the garage. So let's go ahead and put this to the test. So far, this is how much I've cleaned. It's taking a little bit longer because for some reason my driveway has paint on it. So I don't know if that's something that's done to keep the heat down. It's kind of like a whiter paint, but the power washer was able to remove that. So I removed all of that, and this right here is coming off as well. These two bottom parts are pretty stuck on there, so I think I'm gonna have a different tone driveway. So you guys can see here, it does a pretty good job at removing dirt and everything from the concrete, but it doesn't get like these type of stains out, which are like on there really good. I've also managed to remove some of the oil from over here, but again, it's stained, so it removes like the darker shade that is originally on the concrete, but it doesn't completely remove it. Now, I don't know if that's the power washer or it's just a very tough stain to get out. I've used both of these surface cleaners. This one right here has let me down. This one cost 170 new, or I think 140 new. I didn't buy a new, so it's used, but it says it goes up to 4,500 psi max. This pressure washer that I'm using has 4,000 psi. So even with all that psi, it wasn't able to rotate the spinner on the inside. The DeWalt worked a lot better. So I've noticed that with these two washers, it's only beneficial to use if the surface you clean is not really dirty. In my case, it wasn't really useful because it wasn't really removing a lot of the dirt. So I ended up switching just to the turbo or the highest pressure setting tip, and I was able to get most of this paint and debris from the driveway. So far, I'm pretty impressed with the power washer. I've washed this whole entire area and this area almost, and I've used maybe 1 quart of gas. The engine is running strong, so far I'm pretty happy with it. Like I said, this is overkill for washing cars or cleaning, but when you have a mess like this, you kind of sometimes need to get more power. Alright guys, so it is the next day. Before I start cleaning the garage, I wanted to put the power washer to the test and see if it will clean my floor mats. So some of these are from my P11, some of them are for the 350Z, but the dirtiest ones are these two in the middle. So we'll try to clean them with the power washer and see if we can save them. So we'll go ahead and put some detergent on the floor mats and pressure wash the dirt away. So I had some promising results with the pressure washer. You can't see a difference in these, but it did remove a ton of dirt off of them. These were the two middle ones that were the worst, and this left hand side did clean up really well. You can actually see the gray underneath. There is still some dirt on there, but I really focused the pressure washer in that area and it wouldn't remove it. So it needs like some cleaner on there. I just added regular soap to try to remove as much dirt as I can, and I mean, for the most part, I'm pretty satisfied with it. This right here, you can see how it should look, and that's how it looks dirty. Again, I tried focusing this middle section here with the pressure washer, but it just wouldn't come off. But for the most part, I mean, it's much better than it was before. This guy right here cleaned up pretty well. This one right here almost looks new. So it did a really good job at removing all that dirt from these floor mats. I think it even removed a part of the color from the actual floor mat on this one right here. Pretty satisfied with these results. So I'll let them dry up here, put them on the side, and I'll push these cars out so we can clean the garage floor. This is the garage. It's not too dirty, but it could use the cleaning, so I'm just gonna go ahead and clean it down with the surface cleaner. See how it turns out. As you guys can tell, I got the garage cleaned up. It did a pretty good job at removing a lot of the dirt on the ground. If I focus on the concrete in one specific area, it does remove a lot of the dirt and stains that have gathered there over time, but it requires a lot of patience to go back and forth, you guys can probably imagine. So I just used the surface cleaner to clean the most that I could, and for the most part, I'm pretty satisfied with what I got. So I've let the floor mats kind of dry off here in the sun. You guys can tell that these look almost new. The ones that were really dirty was this one and this one right over here. So this one cleaned up quite a bit. The bottom of here looks new. but right there where you mainly put your feet is still dirty. It's very hard to get the dirt off of these, as you can probably imagine, but I mean, that's clean enough for me. So this power washer does do a great job at removing dirt. It has a ton of power for any residential need, and like I said, this is targeted kind of more towards like a commercial use, but you can use it as a residential power washer. It works fine. So overall, I'm pretty happy with this power washer. So this is pretty much going to wrap up the end of this video. If you guys did like what you guys saw, please make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Comment down below what power washer you're currently using, and if you guys are using this power washer, let me know if there's any common issues with this washer. So far everything has been perfect. As you guys can expect, it's brand new. Jeez, this heat is making my shirt turn into a U-neck. Anyways, I hope you guys did like the video. Make sure to comment down below if you guys found it entertaining, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.